welcome back, welcome back. Happy Summerween. Just putting some things in chat. If you're here with me, say hello. Back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really, really disgustingly cute dogs. Tonight's special is the buy one get one free. That means if you buy a $1 yes or no, you get a free yes or no, and so on and so forth with all the readings that are available to you under the description. Put a few things in chat. So there are numerous different readings that you can get. We get 7+. Just depends on what comes out of the deck, what I feel called to share. You can also win a free reading. Nobody ever asks about details, so please do ask how you can win a free reading, and I will tell you how. There needs to be enough people in chat to play the game, which is called Surprise Jack. That's when we all get together and spam the chat with the jack-o'-lantern emoji, and whoever is the last person to put Jack in the chat wins the free tarot card reading. How are you, sweetheart? You still at your mom's? Zenny, and welcome back to the Chammy. You still at your mom's? Oh wow. Not Stu, an actual story? I wonder if they have a tarot deck with that theme. Watching gymnastics? You up for a bedtime story reading? Well, I'm about to do a collective message. I started doing 3 collective messages during the lives. And I'll do one on finances, career, and love. So I'll go ahead and do the collective message now on finances. Let's see if it's changed at all. See if the energy's changed at all in the last 24 hours. Sometimes I'll get some of the same cards doing these collective messages, and it makes me wonder, is it something that I have to learn? Or that we all have to learn? Or that somebody has to learn so it like keeps giving me the same message? Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides to give us a collective message about our finances, which we need to know about our finances now and in the not too distant future here. So Spirit's saying, be careful how you play with your finances, because you could get hurt here. Just be careful. Don't hang yourself. Be very careful to plan. Remember that you are the magic one. When it does come to making your plans financially, we're all adults here, so I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but with the devil and the hanged man in play, and maybe it's that many of you have had an epiphany that maybe some of the choices you've made with your money has led you down like the wrong path. But you can change it. Stop arguing with yourself about it. The past is not coming back. You're here now. The future's not here yet. So changing the way that you think about it, living from the way you'd like to handle your finances instead of the fucking part of what might feel maybe out of your hands, out of control. And many of you might be working so hard and all the time that you just don't really have a lot of time for yourself. You might be arguing as well about where to go with the career you're in, the money you're making. But you can't always be nice either, Spirit says. It's going to be either all or nothing. But you do have the power in this magician. You have all the tools on the table to create the financial situation you want. So don't give up, because you are the magic wand here. Whether it's playing lottery or it's playing with your trades in the stock market, or maybe it's real estate for you, or maybe it's something else that you're passionate about. Maybe you've messed up at it before, but just keep doing it. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. Yeah, maybe Sunday nights I need to do a bedtime story reading. Hey Ari, how are you, dear? How's your day? try to live from like the best day ever feeling. I mean, I waver in between in different state of minds depending on what the hell is going on, but oh my god, stop drinking after people. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to make you laugh. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. just trying to make you laugh. Not trying to hurt your feelings or being serious at all. Did they give you any lidocaine to gargle with? Nothing worse than strep throat, man. Well, maybe bronchitis, but. Yeah, you've been sick all month. You and Molly have not been well all month. It's been an interesting summer. It's gonna definitely get better. It already is. I mean, you got the treatment you need. Now you know what you need to do to get better. So, you know, Molly, no dancing, and ice packs for you, and Ari, no kissing boys. It's only popsicles for you. She's just going through that stuff with her foot again, her ankle. She's gonna be, okay though. I wish I had a popsicle. A pineapple popsicle. Or one of those like Minute Maid juicy fruit things that come in cherry, grape, and orange. I like those ones. They're hard to find though. I think only Walmart carries them, and I won't go to Walmart for anything. Unless it's a zero water filter. Because it seems to be the only place close that I can get a true authentic one. Every time I order one anywhere else, I always get a fake one sent to me in a zero water bag. just do a walk-in? Or you mean go in the not too distant future, like make an appointment? Excuse me, I'm over here yawning at not even 10 o'clock at night. Therapist probably going to be safe with an antibiotic. I don't see why it wouldn't be safe. I mean, it's probably just like you can just drink a cup of tea. Yeah, you can take it together. You'll be fine. Generally safe. I've done it before. But don't, don't exceed the recommended dose for sure. Just make sure you're taking the right amount for the Theraflu. Drugs.com can give you more of a better answer if you want to read it yourself. I actually made an oxy meal today. I made two. So I got some bee balm from the garden, and I put in one jar. I put some of the buds, the flowers, and the leaves and stems with excuse me, some orange flavored vodka and orange blossom honey. And the other one, I put some apple cider vinegar with the mother, and just some regular raw honey. So that should be interesting to see how those work out for me. They won't be ready for about 6 weeks, and I gotta shake them every day. But they're supposed to help with inflammation, and I figured, well, I better try this just to see how it goes. Well, I've got the flowers and the buds to do it now that it's summer. I mostly made it for my throat and for inflammation. But I'm just gonna leave this website in the chat.
For tonight.
What?
What are you reading for tonight?
Probably my fingernails.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna have a tomato soup later.
Okay, I'm making me a salad. You want
Alright.
some? You want some too or not?
No, I don't want a salad. I had enough vegetables today.
Did you feed these guys good today?
I haven't fed them dinner yet, but they had breakfast and lunch. Yeah, never take ibuprofen with aspirin. Could kill you. Is that what it is? But it's okay to take Tylenol and aspirin together. Excuse me. Yes, B-bomb oxymel helps with sore throats. Can help with colds. Help build your immune system. Hey Maria, how are you, sweetheart? Well, hello, I love you too. What have I done so good to be in your presence? Where you been? Huh? You been camping Grandpa's dinner? What are you shaking for, bacon? Love you. Not like she has like terrible teeth or bad breath or anything, but
wanna eat?
Do you want to eat a house? Do you want to eat a house with me? Oh, baby. Okay, maybe I need to put things down. She's not cool. Okay, alright, okay. Careful, careful, careful. Alright, I'm gonna, lay out your cards, Maria, for you. Thanks so much for your donation. I appreciate that. It's very kind and generous of you. Which Theraflu did you get? The disgusting one? I think it was Zanies or Zanies or something like that that makes they make cough syrup. They even make like a Theraflu that's like more holistic. It's made out of ivy instead of whatever the hell's in Theraflu, and it has some different properties in it that when the terpenes and the ingredients mix, it really tastes good and it really helped a lot, but I think it might have even had a dash of thymol in it, but they discontinued it. I'll look for it in a minute, because it's far better than Theraflu. Okay, no clarification. Alright, Spirit, I can deal with that. Just straight up sun and judgment. Alright. Maria, so remember I don't do wins. So I'm not going to tell you what days you're going to hang out with your boyfriend. Pick another question. That's personal and private in your business, not mine. And I don't do wins, so pick another question, honey. Please. And he really has thought deeply about, he's really thought deeply about you in this King of Swords. Let's see what some of those thoughts were. He knows there's, probably most likely competition out there that he may or may not have to worry about in the Five of Wands, but the Ace of Pentacles overall is telling you that whatever that is, that hang-up he has, he's overcome that a lot in many ways in the Ace of Pentacles. It's like a new beginning for him, a new thought pattern for him. He feels pretty secure in his connection with you, despite maybe other people who would like to date you. And the Ace of Pentacles, I don't know, it just disappeared. Here it is. You did have, yesterday in your reading or the day before, there was something and you asked what was coming for you. Hey Ben, welcome back to the Chammy. You had asked, have you been Ben? You had asked what's coming for you in Walter, and I had read in the cards that the energy was telling you that it might be more of a lay low kind of week for you with him. But I'm pretty sure whatever you both decide to do, whether it's lay low or get together, it'll be a great time. It'll be the next right thing. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The Six of Swords. You know, all you could, you know, you only have room for make it better. You know, it can only get better from here. But it starts with you and him and the communication about your happiness and the goals that you have to make to get there. You can't keep going around going, what's happening on the dark side? You have to live from what you want. What do you want, Maria? Do you want to keep asking the cards what's happening on the dark side? Does he know he has to leave that situation? Does he know it's unhealthy for him? Or are you going to be asking the cards, should I do a gothic tropical decor in our new place? Or should I do cottagecore seashore? Like, I don't know, I'm just coming up with some random shit with, in regards to decor, but you know what I'm trying to say here. You know what, you got to expand your thoughts, or you will stay here where you know. Have you noticed how it's rinse, repeat, recycle over the last 3 months since excuse me, has it been 3 months or 6 months since they since the house? I know how difficult it can be to live from what you desire. But if we keep looking at, if we keep living from wanting, you know, it's like my mentor says, where's my stuff? So you're going to keep living out of a bag in your mind? Or are you going to actually put the Birkin in the closet and shut the door and go to bed and know that the Birkin bag's going to be in your closet when you wake up in the morning next to your husband, Walter? I'm telling you, I'm so guilty too of getting lost in the 3D fucking, in the 3D reality. But I insist that what you assume has no choice but to show up. So if you assume everything's bad, everything's bad. If you assume, buying a bag of weed is bad, then fine. But there's no weed police in most states now. If you find a homeless person and you give it a sandwich, yeah, it's illegal, but where's the homeless people police to put you in jail or fine you or give you a ticket for giving a homeless person a sandwich? Oh, I found a wild animal injured on the side of the road, or a wild animal that needs a drink. Ooh, I interacted with it so that it would maybe, have a better chance of surviving. Are you going to take a moment to give a wild animal a drink in a safe situation? Are you going to worry about the wild animal police when there aren't? I mean, there are police, there are rules, there are, limiting beliefs, limiting things that maybe make us have limiting beliefs and, circumstances, but it's kind of like what you want is a wild animal, and you're chasing it, and it's not going to come to you if you keep chasing it. The idea of when is it going to show up? It's okay to say how or why or when sometimes. I mean, these are all very natural thoughts, but are you living from him not being there anymore? What does that feel like? Have you sat there, or have you tried to get through a morning where, he's just in the other room? Alright, I ain't drinking this terribly. That therapy is pretty nasty. Okay, let's look at these other questions. Hurry up. Yes, I know about your relationship. So let's clarify this question a little bit more deeply. Does anyone other than myself and the people in this chat and Maria and her specific person know about their relationship? Well, your parents know. Your parents know you're in a relationship. So anybody outside of that circle, Spirit? Spirit says yes. In the Two of Cups. Does he have a grandma or something, or a sister, or a family member or loved one that might be older than him, that he might be like the granny or nanny or mummy in his life. Whatever it is, it's a wise energy, and it's somebody who has told him, you know, to do what makes him feel best in his life at this time. You know, because life is short. You got to find the ones you want to share the rest of your life with. Hey, Veronica, welcome back. Can I read your message on the chat? Only where you said hi, long time no see, and can you read my message there? Yes, I see it, sweetheart. I just saw it actually, because I was giving Maria a reading. How have you been, Veronica? So somebody in the family, his family, knows about your connection. Somebody who's older, more wiser, you know, maybe has a more highly evolved and intellectual way of communicating. It could be his therapist, if he has a therapist. But I think that it's somebody in his family that he's close to who has that feminine energy. I was just thinking about you a couple hours ago. We've missed you too, sweetheart. Mel Lorraine's asked about you several times, and I just figured, you know, maybe you've been working. Spirit, is there anything that Maria's specific person would like to tell Maria that he hasn't yet? No? Just mainly that he doesn't know how he's going to take care of you. He just knows he will, and he wants to. So there's a bit of mystery there with that. What's coming for you this week, there might be an overload of emotions. There could be a lot of stress and a lot of disorganization that's causing your emotions to kind of be off the chart, but you will find comfort in each other, okay? In that King of Cups, you will find comfort in each other. You know, especially because you guys are so good at talking with each other. Come on later where I have to sleep. Well, I'm going to try to do earlier lives so I can get to bed earlier. But yeah, I have been doing the lives later because I wasn't able to do them earlier. I'd like to do a live at 9 and then take a break between 10 and 11:30 and do another one in the hour of 11 o'clock, but I'm just kind of trying to do them like when I can. Just getting a message for you, Maria, from your specific person. Protection, Yeah, they just want to protect you, make sure you're safe and happy. They have no plans of arguing or starting a fight or a war or any problems, okay, sweetheart? Let me get you your song. You're welcome, Maria. You fall asleep about 10 or 11. Okay, I'll remember that. If 9 o'clock's good for you, I can do more 9 o'clocks. Well, thank you so much for your donation. Is that you, JoJo? Hey, Ethereal, how are you, dear? What's your question? Oh, okay, Veronica, that makes sense. Here you go, Maria. It's a song by Simply Red. It's called If You Don't Know Me. Spirit, I'm calling forth Ethereal's most trusted and strongest spirit guide. What do they need to know about this Sydney person being in love with this Taurus here? And they're, yeah, wow, 2 of Cups. There is definitely some kind of spirit. Your most trusted and strongest spirit guides are suggesting that your intuition about this love thing is very much a very real possibility. You've got the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. So it's buy one, get one free. Do you want to do a second question now, or do you want me to put you down for a free question later? Spirit, will this Cancer, Sydney, will they reach out to the Taurus soon? Will they reach out to the Taurus soon? So Spirit's saying maybe not right now or in the not too distant future in the 3 of Cups. But let's see if I can find out what the yes and no cards say. I'm just going to pull one real quick and see what it says about it. So it's, once again, it's clarifying no right now. The clockwork of the huge hulking machine of change will chug faster and faster, accelerating everything around you. Many new people come into your life, bringing unusual but bright opportunities. You will not notice how the changes smoothly alter your attitude and perception of the situation. Excuse me. Excuse me. One link in a chain of events breaks. It creates doubt over a successful outcome. Are you having some doubt? Stop having doubts. However, doubt never changed the world, and that's what you're here for, is to change the world. Your unique ability to stay focused on your goals leads you down a better path. The situation is improving. Okay? So it is going to improve. Your overall situation is going to improve with or without this person reaching out or not. They do love you. They're just not going to reach out right now. But the situation will improve. This person, despite loving you, may feel like it's your you know, the ball's in your court. You know, they might not be able to ask for what they want or talk about what they want. They might be, I don't know, there's not enough cards to, and probably not enough time right now for either one of us to get into Sydney, but why don't you go ahead and just expect the phone call, okay? I'm telling you personally from my own intuitive energy, I feel like this person will reach out. It's just maybe not right now. But it could happen. It could happen in 5 minutes after we stop talking. It could happen in 5 hours, 5 days. Let's not make it 5 weeks. Oh, thank you for your donation. What other questions do you have? Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Let me turn this alarm off. I'm so sorry about that. Obsessed? Can somebody be obsessed with you and not be calling? I guess so. Let's see if they're obsessed. See if the Cancer is obsessed over the Taurus. Spirit's saying yes. And the 8 of Wands. It's like it's saying they would love to talk to you, but they're going over too much. They're going over too much of what they may have lost. That's what they're really obsessed about. Like, they're obsessed about how can they fix what's wrong instead of, like, once again seeing this. Look at the 2 of Cups up here. You just got the 2 of Cups for the yes answer in regards to this person loving the Taurus. So that's what they're obsessed with. Is they're having. It's kind of like, you know, when somebody who is neurodivergent, they get stuck on something that's really important to them, and they can't get the fuck off of it, pardon my French, until something else that's more important to them comes up. It's not like someone who's ADHD who, like, goes from one thing to another, like a bee pollinating flowers. It's more like, you know, she can't get off the fact that she's made mistakes, and, you know, is she making mistakes, and what is it that she did wrong, and what is it that went bad, and, oh my god, the fucking, you know what I mean? What's my zodiac sign? I'm a Scorpio. My birthday's on Halloween. Veronica, I think, is a Scorpio as well. Ari is an Aries. Molly is a Virgo. Well, she's a Lurgo. She's a Leo Virgo plus. Her birthday's like the 23rd, I think. Marie is a Taurus. Zenian's a Scorpio. Hey Dwayne, welcome back to the Chammy. I didn't even see that he had come in. I can't remember Dwayne's astrological sign. I don't know if he's told me yet. Yeah, I like Scorpios. I think I like all astrological signs. Except for Well, I'm gonna keep that to myself. I'm keep that to myself. I feel pretty stabby about Gemini women. But that's only because a Gemini woman killed my mom. And I just think that, and every time I meet a Gemini woman, like, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Please don't get me wrong. Okay? Please don't get me wrong. And I usually do, because I've really worked hard to get off this limiting belief and circumstance that everybody revolves around their astrological sign and, you know, and not their values and their moral course, and their mortal coil regarding those values. Thank you, Veronica, so much for your donation, sweetheart. What is your question? And Ethereal, I think you got one more free question. You have a Gemini mom, you can't take her seriously, yeah. I've had, Cottonfly had a Gemini mother, she couldn't take her seriously either. It's like her mom, her mom was like very self-absorbed and more worried about the business side of everything and money than her own, like, you know, like. Spirit, does Sydney person miss? Does the Sydney person with the astrological sign Cancer miss the Taurus? Spirit says yes. Yes, they do miss you in the star card. They may even feel that reconnecting with you might be way out of their league. But yeah, they miss you. I'm assuming that you're asking if they miss you, but they miss the Cancer. I mean, the Cancer misses the Taurus, yes. Veronica, what are your questions, sweetheart? You're very welcome, Ethereal. Thanks so much for coming by and liking the live and being a subscriber and coming to hang out and donating tonight. It's very kind and generous of you. I hope these readings have helped. Oh, wow, you did an 11/11, Veronica. Nice, nice. Thank you so much. Your mom was just like not their mentality. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes absolute sense. Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I was very, very good friends with the Gemini that hurt my mom. And it was so difficult for me to, like, every time a Gemini hurts me, it's so difficult to overcome it because, I don't know, for some reason they always think they're right, or they always gotta be right. And I'm just not one of these persons that I always have to be right. I don't always have to be right. I do need to be right about my hair though, which absolutely needs a bath. It's starting to look like I've got the 2010 scene hair here. Remember when everybody wore their hair like this in 2010? It was so weird. I did not like that scene hair like that. It was weird. I did like it in rainbow colors though. I thought it was very unique whenever you saw like scene hair with rainbows or colors, but a lot of those kids wore their hair like black and dreaded in that style. So I'm just kind of going to pick up some cards and see what the energy is around your vortex real quick, Monica. You wanted to ask new love? Okay, like after moving on from your person. Okay, sure, yeah, we can do a little reading. So, the three cards that I pulled just in regards to like the energy around you is the Devil, the Queen of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. So, you know, you might be looking back, but when you start looking back at the Four of Pentacles, when you start looking back, start looking forward at your future. Where is your past that you've been to going to take you this time? What mistakes will you not make this time because you've found common ground and worked on your self-concept, and you've been practicing living from what serves you instead of what doesn't in that Four of Pentacles to help balance out your state of mind. So you do have the Devil and the Queen of Wands, letting you know in regards to love. There's definitely something very passionate coming for you. Somebody who not only sees you as, the ultimate love story for them, but also like someone who is really going to knock your socks off. This person may already be somebody you know. They may already feel that you are caring, loving, passionate, and someone that they can lean into in the Queen of Wands. But exceptionally somebody that they can respect and also look up to in that Devil and that Queen of Wands. And they will be very attracted to you, not only sexually, but emotionally too. It won't be just a superficial thing. In the Strength card, it won't just be a superficial thing. What other questions do you have, sweetheart? You moving on from your person? Yeah, you're gonna move on. But remember, you can always change your mind and go back and rewrite your history. Who you're gonna meet possibly? Let's see if Spirit can give you an idea on this person's energy. Calling forth Veronica's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What does she need to know about any characteristics about the person she may meet? You probably meet them broken. Not broke, but broken. Like they might be a bit of a goth. They might be a bit of an ideal intellect, but they do have a broken heart, and they probably work a lot. They got a lot to say about this broken heart, but they'll probably most likely keep it to themselves and act from love and act from now and moving forward when you meet them. They'll eventually let you know within time, but they'll think about how to tell you about their life story in the Fool and the Three of Pentacles in a creative way. They're not going to trauma dump on you, because this is a person who's looking for joy in the Ten of Pentacles, balance, love, harmony. Their characteristics may be that of an emperor, a talkative emperor. And they're coming into their life where they're just getting around to feeling really stable in their authoritative power. They work very hard for it, actually. They might have a tightly wound mother or grandmother in the Queen of Pentacles, in the Queen of Swords and the Six of Wands. But they're definitely looking for someone special to celebrate their success with. As far as characteristics, they may even be older than you, like a lot older. We've got the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. But this person, like I said, they're in their authoritative power. They're not just like, starting their life out of the nest. They've got a lot that they juggle around, but they are very sad though about their love story, and they would like to find someone to talk to about it. But remember the Emperor. Maybe look up the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Their favorite color may be that it's red. I think it's interesting that in this deck, both the Emperor and the King of Pentacles have the same color robe. It's red. But they're not the same guy in the deck. I don't know who it is playing the King of Pentacles. mean, I know the Emperor is played by the guy who played Stan in Golden Girls, but I don't know who. But both of them have a red cape. And very similar backgrounds. I feel like this is also telling me something about you both being reflective of each other. Maybe you both like the color red. Maybe you both be wearing red when you meet. Yeah, and if you feel like you can't change something, you're not going to change it. If it feels impossible to live from the fact that you can change it, then you're not going to change it. If it doesn't make you feel yummy, it's probably not worth it. So yeah, I mean, you are doing the right thing. Scorpios are the best serial killers. What other questions do you have, Veronica? So you bought an 11/11 love reading. We can either save the free 11/11 love reading for any time that's good for you, or we can go ahead and do a second one tonight as well. It's up to you. I can get some more cards out right now, and we can go further, or we can do it again tomorrow night. I can log in early if you like. Yeah, and see, and that's a smart move. You know it's not worth it. You know, it's like, you know it doesn't move you, so why try to get in the car and drive up the mountain for it? Okay, sure, I'd love to do a second one. Well, we've only done like 3 questions, so think of a couple of more questions before we get into your 3-1. I'm pretty sure you have plenty of them. I'm just going to take a 2-minute break so I can visit the little girl's room. And I'll be right back. Okay? Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. And I'll get a couple more cards while I'm up and at it. You don't have to follow me, doggy. I'll be right back. Well, lay down. I'll be right back, precious. I'll be right back. Get you some food, maybe? Get some food, maybe? Oh, gross. really sure where my love clarification cards got off to. I think they were around here, but maybe not. Yeah, moved them. Hello, Rain. Welcome back. I'm in the middle of actually doing a reading for Veronica. She is in chat. So, she goes to bed at like 10, 11, so I'm gonna, try to split up some readings, so I'm doing earlier evening ones again, as well as the late night ones. Oh, here they are. Okay. I haven't done the second collective message yet, but it's okay. I've just been busy doing readings instead. There is a first one, Metal Rain, somewhere at the beginning about finances, but I'll probably just end the live here soon after Veronica's. If anybody else wants to get a paid reading, go ahead and put in for it now, because I'm going to be logging out soon for the night after I finish Veronica's readings. How was your party, Metal Rain? Good, right on. I don't remember the last time I went to a party. Oh wait, I'm gonna go to a party virtually in September. I'm gonna be a tarot card reader for a birthday party online. No, shit, for a 1920s themed birthday party, so that should be fun. So maybe if that works out, I'll do more. Sing a song, right on. I think the first song I ever sang on karaoke was Mother by Danzig. I love that song. What song did you sing, Metal Rain? Everybody can sing. What do you mean? I think everybody can sing. It's just everybody has their own voice, you know. You can train it to sound better. Or you could just use auto-tune. More people opt out for auto-tune. Nobody's voice is worse than Kim Zolciak's. She's from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah, I said it, Kim. We're all tardy for your party. Love you, girl, but please don't sing again. It might kill me. Oh yeah? The crowd is singing along? Cool. Cool. I'm singing Creep by Radiohead. I love that song. God, my thumb hurts so bad, like right there. I've got this like tarot card reading callus. It hurts so bad. Every time I go and shuffle the cards, it's like thousands of paper cuts from tarot card edges. Dead Kennedy singer is pretty awful. Yeah. So I've got all my cards ready for you, Veronica. If you want to throw some more questions in the chat. We don't have to do the free reading tonight. We can always do it tomorrow or another day. We can just finish up the 11:11 we're doing now. It's up to you. Whatever's clever for you. I know it's getting late. It's getting late for me too, and I gotta be up at the butt crack of dawn. And I did not take a medieval nap yet today, so hopefully soon though. Hopefully soon. Oh, you're writing the hangover episode? Okay, right on. Okay, that's a big question. You, I promise. It's 10:55. I'm just gonna finish this reading and then I'm gonna feed you. Okay? You're not starving. You're not dying. You're gonna be okay. Are you cold from the air conditioner? Are you cold from the air conditioner, precious? Are you gonna? Is this okay? I guess you're gonna stay here, and that's fine. No, it's Baby Gypsy. The puppy on the thumbnail. Baby Gypsy. Ruby's actually asleep in her pajamas. Let's see, what is she? Oh, no, she's awake. Hey, Ruby, say hi to your fans. She's like, leave me alone, I'm trying to sleep. And Rudy's here. Let's sleep on the pillow. Okay, back to this tarot card reading. Is it usually it's Rooney that's crying? If I take the girls outside, yeah, then they'll always cry, and he's a big wuss, but I love him. But usually the one that you hear whining is Gypsy, because she wants to know where her treat bag is so that she can camp it. You know, her treat bag is like she's like a hummingbird, and her treat bag is the feeder. It's hilarious. She has mental treat illness. Okay, look, I got your plate, and I'm gonna make your food here in a minute, okay? Okay, so you want to know about the personality of the person. Ask how his personality that I will know he is. Alright. Let's see what the love clarification card has for you. Spirit, I'm calling forth Veronica's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Can you suggest she'd like to know about this love interest, this future love interest personality? Something about his personality so that she will know it is him. Yeah, they will be mean to him. They've been that way with him before, yes. They've gotten a lot better about it, though. I've really been not tolerant about it. So now they're much better friends. They've been much better about not being mean to him. It seems like their personality might be one that is wise. That card says wisdom on it. Someone whose personality makes you feel like you can trust them. Wise and trusting. Let's get a little bit deeper in the love clarification cards. They hold back secret desires. They have some love blocks in their personality. They have a bit of a clouded vision despite the wisdom and the trust. Let's see. So their personality might be that of, you might find yourself with someone who has deep confusion about their secret desires. The person on the card might very well have this person's energy. They might dress like this. They might love red wine. They might wear their hair like this. But back to secret desires, they do have secret desires that they don't really, like it's ingrained in their personality to be deeply confused about these desires because maybe their upbringing, maybe their core values were a little bit more strict than maybe other people. So there are some love blocks that you might find in their personality. Dismantle hidden barriers to real intimacy and trust. So their personality, while I said it might, they might feel like someone who's trusting and wise, that's only because they have been through having to block themselves from being dismantled by hidden barriers. They're trying to find real intimacy and trust in their love life. And I think that will show in their personality as well. They'll communicate it, actually. You might even find yourself talking about red flags on day one and how much they've clouded both your visions in your love story or your life in the past. But the situation is calling for you to have faith and wisdom. If you are addicted to the process of becoming, there are storms on your horizon. If suddenly there is nothing left to become, you are filled with terror. Suddenly you are face to face with your own empty being. Find the sacred space, a sanctuary of pleasant stillness in your heart, to know that you are truly alone in the first step on a long journey of self-discovery on the path of power. The final step is to learn that you are already linked with the universe, that you are already part of everything and you already live in all the lodges of the universe. This is wisdom. So this person might very well feel to you in regards to their personality, like very deep and earthy. They might really love being out in nature. They might talk a lot to you about nature, but mostly overall, their journey to self-discovery. You'll find that you may have a lot in common regarding your personality, but different in a way that is unique, that you both learn from each other, that you both teach each other wisdom and share your wisdom. This person's already there with you in the stillness of the night when it's quiet and you're wondering who it is. Spirit's asking for you in this wisdom card to let that inner compass and the wisdom you do have generate the feeling of what their personality and who they are and what their soul and spirit might feel like, so you will better identify with them as well. Very interesting reading. It might be very much like an Amazon shopping spree where you pick it all out right down to eye color. It could be that deep if you want to go that far. You could also just, throw caution to the wind and let the universe co-conspire with you on maybe, surprising you. Or you could do both. You could co-conspire together with the universe to create what you want. Exactly right down to the eye color. Or you could, have a few basic necessities, and let the universe co-conspire with you to create that person. Because, we can manifest all day long, and, we do manifest all day long with our thoughts and our feelings, and what we live from is usually what happens. It's usually what comes forth in the story in general. Well, yeah, and you feel in limbo, so you may find yourself getting lost in limbo because your lines are a little bit blurred. Because none of us really know what's going to happen. I mean, we think about what's going to happen. And that's why it's important to understand how manifesting works, because you do it without consciously realizing it. I just turned this on. It's kind of off dog's guard. It keeps talking. It's okay to be in limbo, but, what are you really in limbo about? Because if you keep staying in limbo, it'll keep being limbo. Yeah, we can ask about that. I hope my dad is feeding the dogs because they're hungry, and Spirit, I'm calling forth Veronica's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. She wants a quick update on Gemini. Dude, she put a no contact on him and boundaries, but she hopes he's doing okay. That's an interesting card to get. So you've got the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, he's having a difficult time. He's put very little thought into communicating because he's going through some burdens in his life where he's not okay. He's even skirting any issues to get help for whatever it is that is excuse me, whatever it is that is getting in the way of his mind being able to process have your thoughts. Which one are you taking? Okay, go with Vampire. Go get your food. Be careful. Okay, sorry about that. I apologize. So, the swords are about thoughts. This person may even play some games to take his mind off those thoughts. A lot of burdensome stuff going on. They're not very easy to talk to at this moment. They just keep bailing on their own. They keep bailing on their own mental wealth and feel like they're just kind of like, it's like they've got the summertime blues. card on the back of the deck on the bottom is the Four of Pentacles. They keep looking back. They keep looking behind. They keep wondering, you know, what will it take to get balanced? But it's like they're just in limbo too. That's so interesting. She messaged you today, you haven't responded. That's okay. You don't always have to respond. But yeah, that person, you know, that person might even benefit from hearing from you, or, you know, and it could be that within regards to you putting the boundaries and everything, I feel like it's also saying, like, this is how these boundaries and you putting him under no contact is making him feel as well. Yeah, I can relate. Like, you want to be there as someone's friend, but it can get difficult because there's a lot of I wonder what this button does. I'm going to be ADHD and figure it out. Oh, it turns lighting on. Okay, thanks for the lighting, YouTube. We appreciate that. I don't even know how the lighting is any better. I just... Okay, so it just makes the whole scene a little bit brighter. Well, that's a nice feature. It's too bad that they haven't given me a button where I can actually type back to y'all in the chat on the iPad. So let me do it. I don't understand why they don't give us that feature on the iPad. What they do on the iPhone. Yeah, that makes sense, Rob. Yeah, it's pretty difficult, Metal Rain, to find anything about getting remedies for ailments online sometimes now, but you might have to go to a bookstore, you might have to, you know, do research in libraries. I hope we still have libraries. I know there's one down the street. It's definitely time for me to go to bed. I am tired. I gotta be up early. So he said, if he's not stupid or innocent, he knows what he's doing. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll be on tomorrow early night again. Yeah, it's just been trying to take better care of myself. I mean, I take good care of myself, but in the sleep department, I've been really bad to myself. So I changed my sleep schedule, and I like sticking to it. Are you going to be around about 7 o'clock? Because I might do it at 7 and then do one late at 11. So look for me around 7 Eastern Standard Time if you're around. Probably do a happy hour around that time. Okay, sounds good. It's okay, I'll be back on later in the 11 o'clock hour. Alright, sweetheart, good night. Thank you so much for your donation tonight. I will be around tomorrow. So be good to yourself with your thoughts. Let me do a collective love message. I'm going to use the, I'm going to use the Love Romance Angel card deck. I like that deck. Let's get a couple of oracle cards. Spirit, I'm calling for our most trusted and strongest spirit guides in regards to just a collective love message for us before I log out of YouTube tonight. Spirit, do you have any messages that you could give us? Love yourself first. I just knew it was going to pick this card. I knew that this is going to be more of a self-love kind of energy. So there's no card on the bottom of the deck. It's both. Let's need some clarification from the love tarot. What about self-love, Spirit? What does the collective need us to know about self-love? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Love yourself first. So I feel it's like Spirit saying work on your self-concept and let that love come in. The less that you work on the self-concept, the more no love stories you're going to see. So are you living from the love story you want, or are you living from the love story you lost? Do you want to keep being the person that lost at your love story? Or do you want to be the person that has enough self-respect for yourself and the love story that you're creating to choose loving actions, loving words for yourself especially, because if you don't have your health, you can't have your wealth and love either. So be good to yourself with your thoughts. Live from the love story you want. If you don't know what that is, it's okay. We'll figure it out. It's gonna take some time, but and know that you're not alone in that. There's a lot of people who are going through it too. It's okay. 3 is a magic number. Thank you everybody who came by tonight and donated. I appreciate your time. It was very kind of you to make donations tonight. I'm hoping that this weekend I'll be able to pay the vet. I think I will be able to pay the vet in full and not have to look back at this situation for a long time and be able, or ever again, and be able to get Ruby into the vet for her allergies here pretty soon. Thanks, Metal Rain, for coming by and hanging out with us and letting us know how you're doing and how the party went. Yes, 3 is a magic number. Veronica, thanks for coming to hang out and giving us an update. Thanks for the update, Metal Rain, on Eliana. Molly, thanks for coming by. Ari, we hope you feel better. Molly, we hope you feel better. Zen, have a good night and be safe. I think that's all that came by. Oh, Maria, thanks so much, Maria, for coming by and hanging out with us. Dwayne, thanks for coming by. Ben, thanks for coming by. And somebody else. Oh, Ethereal, thank you so much for your donation as well tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with me, myself, and I, and the dogs. So be good to yourself, weird thoughts. I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah, kalanita. Love and light, bright. Good night.